Hi, this is Melissa, your free range psychic. It is August 27th, 2023, and today I am going to do a guided reading on Jared and Ivanka and what's going on with them in relation to the recent indictments over the last couple months. And this is really mainly connected to Jack Smith's investigations. January 6th attempted coup, and also the documents cases. Because they're not indicted, right? As we know of so far, and we haven't seen any mugshots of them. And neither are they indicted in the Fulton County case. So what's going on with them? Because we know that Jared was the advisor to Trump, and so was Ivanka. And they're closely interwoven in whatever criming went on, allegedly, at the White House. And if you imagine a wheel and spokes coming out and pointing to different crimes or alleged crimes, they're right in the center there. So the card I'm using, I almost forgot to say this, but I'm using the Ciro Marchetti Gilded Tarot for the reading, and we have an oracle card from the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck. And then, of course, the musical interlude, which is coming up after that. Please stick around for that. My information, by the way, my contact information is below in the description box and at the end of the musical interlude. Okay, so let's get to it. So the card that I was given for Ivanka and Jared, or Javanka, remember when we used to call them that, is the Hangman. So I asked my guides, well, what does this mean, particularly for them? And I heard between a rock and a hard place. And then look, the Hangman is upside down, so he's flipping, right? So they're flipping big time, giving information, very valuable and damning information to Jack Smith and the DOJ. And why are they flipping? Because they're in a pretty bad spot. And Ivanka and Jared are being narcissists themselves, we speculate, or at least extremely self-centered and superficial, are really concerned for themselves, their family, and their money, their possessions. Ivanka particularly for her reputation. And they've done some things that could land both of them in jail or prison, allegedly. So this is the weak. If you look at the chains too, you can think of the weakest link. They are the weakest link in the chain, and the easiest to flip. And they're just giving all that information up here. And so that's also why you've seen them distance themselves, which is actually the above card, the Six of Swords, from the Trump administration, Ivanka from her own father. And, they occasionally make appearances like they did mid-August at the Live golf tournament in Bedminster, and, Trump's golf course there. But the guides say it's a kind of hidden agenda for why they do make those appearances. We're going to get into that. In the past, of course, this is not just the January 6th coup attempt, but Trump administration, Donald Trump Towers, the whole shebang here, and their involvement in this. And the fallout from it. underneath is the Page of Swords, and this is the card of the spy. So this is their role right now, and I think Donald Trump very much suspects it and is extremely upset about Jared and Ivanka having moved away, trying to distance themselves from him. In the near future, here is the devil, and there's a card here, 10 of Pentacles, that is the clarifying card. So what does this mean? We always think about Trump here, or Putin, but this is the hidden agenda that guys are telling me about. This is MBS, Saudi Arabia, the deal that Jared made with MBS, the $2 billion that is speculated to have been given to Jared because he gave up names of people who were not supportive of MBS, or who were enemies of MBS, and also our agents there, and then they were subsequently murdered, or they all ended up ended. So, allegedly, right? Well, we know that many of our agents have disappeared or been ended, and it's been speculated that it was Jared's information that led to that directly, and also possible documents that were given that were of national security. That Jared had access to all of those documents as much as anybody else. So how much does $2 billion buy? And here we have the 10 of Pentacles as being the $2 billion. And as a result, however, interestingly enough, the hidden meaning, or the secondary meaning of the Hangman, is, as a result, Jared, and then by proxy or whatever, Ivanka, are now owned by MBS. They're owned by Saudi Arabia. You don't just get that money and walk away free, even if it's for deeds already done. No, this is an ongoing relationship, and they cannot walk away from it. They are bought and sold to MBS. They are bought and paid for. So, and this is the money, this is the greed that binds them, and as a result, they are caught now in that. So, interestingly, they showed up at the Live Golf Tournament in Bedminster, even though they didn't have apparently interaction with Donald Trump. Like, he came at a certain time, and either they weren't there, or they left, or they were there later, but they did not cross paths. But why were they there? Well, Saudi Arabia owns Live, and they were there because of MBS, not because of Donald Trump. They put in their appearance, and if they put in appearances with anybody connected with Donald Trump, including Trump, it's on the orders of MBS, allegedly. So this is them, and the clarifying card here is the Seven of Swords. This is them trying to walk away from this disaster with as much as possible, because they're so focused on money And in order to do that, they flip so they can keep what's theirs. But there's a clarifying card for this, and that card is the Eight of Swords. So my guides say, yeah, well, they may get immunity for, the information they're giving Jack Smith and the DOJ now, but in terms of Jared Kushner giving information on our operatives abroad, there's punishment for that, potentially. That he might think he's walked away from consequences, but there are consequences awaiting him that are very serious in the future. And I do get that Ivanka, even though she will be in trouble, she may further flip on Jared, but I don't see her in jail. I see her somehow staying out of prison, But there are consequences here. There's loss of income, too. The DOJ just could take their property like they did Trump or Epstein's property because it's forfeit, because of dirty money. I thought that was interesting. My guides wanted me to do this reading on them. So just know that even though they're not, we don't see their mugshots like we see Donald Trump's recent mugshot and Jenna Ellis, that was a crazy mugshot. I don't know what she thought she was posing for, her sorority yearbook or something. That's going to be one portrait that's going to go down in infamy, and it's an insult because it's a serious event, and you don't smile at that. No remorse there, right? I think some insanity, maybe. I don't know, but that's an insane photograph, I can tell you. So I included some of the mugshots in the intro, but not all of them. I don't think Eastman is there. Is this Eastman there? Meadows? Whomever I left out, I can't recall right now. There, you can go look for them. And oh my goodness, that's pretty amazing, right? Those mugshots, those indictments. As Kimberly Guilfoyle says, the best is yet to come. Oh, wow. This is just beginning, folks. Just beginning. Okay. That's my reading on Ivanka, or Jared and Ivanka Kushner. The oracle card that we got from the guides is Blue Moon from the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck, which I showed you the cover of. And we're getting a blue moon coming Wednesday, August 30th. Big event, big sky events coming up. The unexpected. The unexpected. No matter how well you plan, there is always room for the unexpected to occur. Build your resilience, as rare occurrences can happen. So, yes, it is also Mercury retrograde, and many unexpected things can happen. I guess I can read a little bit more of this. The energy and power of the blue moon can be best taken advantage of by setting intentions. On these moons, set your intentions for things you really want but never felt could happen, that might have been out of your reach. I refer to the big wishes, the almost miracle stuff. We would both be delighted and surprised if it ever manifested. So she goes on to say that don't just wish it, try to make it happen in practical ways to help the universe along. Some of us love surprises, some of us don't, but I don't think anyone can go through life without sometimes having the unexpected happen. And that is surely correct. The unexpected. Okay, you guys. I always remind you I am available for personal readings. I read on past lives, anything in present, including past and present in this lifetime. I love to introduce you to your guardian angels, and I am also a medium. Please take care. I will be back next Sunday. Be well. I love you. Bye-bye.